Today's upload is a game between ELYSIUM and Edit. For ELYSIUM we have Gizmo, Heya, Insane, Yera, Outlaw and Sebes. For Edit we have Leo, Mesk, Player, Swanidius, Tony and Via. And the maps were Gold Rush and Radar. This is a lower bracket round 1 game. The winner goes on to the lower bracket semi-final, where they'll play the winner of Team Oxid and Face and Muscles. Enjoy the game. Here we go. We will have Gold Rush start first. If Edit win, Merlin can go to bed. And if ELYSIUM wins, Merlin has to stay awake. So I'm going to be pretty biased here. So we're going to have Edit on the defense first. They have renamed as Beck, so I guess they're trying to say they're drunk. I don't know. That's a beer, right? Nade towards sides. A bit of damage dealt. We're going to have a 4-man push coming in. Sebes is going to lead the charge. Nades. They're going to find him. Kills and Gibbs. I think one just killed him, one gibbed him. Didn't get splattered, but he had to instantly tap out. It's just enough damage on the splash. And it is going to be Edit to hold off on the first push fairly solidly. Rifle comes out from Yera. Sorry, towards Yera. From Tony, who picks up a double frag. Moving towards that side area. Rifle on this first stage of Gold Rush is very important. He's going to come up against someone on main, and they have started to push in. Nice shooting comes in. Sebes decides to kill out. I think he killed out on a mine, so he knew he'd be taken down. Nade towards that side area comes in. Push coming in as well. 3-man push from the ally team. There's it's going to be 4 players to make it in on side. Kills start raining in, and it is Player who's going to get dropped. Gizmo with the double frag. Insane's going to push in through main as the engineer. Prones just in time. He is going to be able to get that tank away, and they have stolen the tank on a very early amount of time on the map. Within the first minute and a half. Call the police. I just gotta say call the police every time sirens go past my house, which is seemingly like 7 times a day. Barrier is in control a little bit by the ally team, but the Axis are going to start dropping down. Leo picks up a double frag on towards Sebes and Outlaw. So it's going to be the ally team to just build over it. Heya gets that double in return. Is Insane going to try and slow things down. Rifle comes out from Tony. Does take down Heya. Maybe a revive opportunity. He's on a long spawn. I think he's just lying underneath the CP somewhere. Maybe he did get picked up already. See if he has been damaged by the allied covert ops. But it's going to be built up. Before spawn is going to be locked down for the allied team. But they do have to get that tank into position.
They've damaged the tank,
which has been damaged. So the opportunity for the Axis to maybe damage the CP in return. Maybe not build it up so much, but can damage it. It does look like Leo is struggling to find his opponent there. As the builder is going to come on the bank. Tank.
they have repaired the tank.
Nice double headshots come out of Swanee. He has slowed down the movement a little bit of the tank, but it is going to be Outlaw to get this finished off.
They've damaged the tank.
As it just sort of gets into position. Needs to be rebuilt. There is engineer here. It is going to be Yera, and it is going to be built up.
Great shot.
ELYSIUM have managed to get the tank into position. Bank doors have been blown open, and they have already destroyed the truck barrier. CP is in their hands as well. Pushing towards the spawn. Yera gets a nade frag in. What a stab from Outlaw. As he's going to be able to take down Mesk. I'm not sure if he got that gibbon. So Insane actually making it in the bank. 2 players for ELYSIUM here. Gizmo and Insane maybe make it in towards the gold room. Could be a good way to go. And they are actually going to be able to pick up 3 frags, pushing across the middle. It's going to be Gizmo with the objective in his hands, taking shots as he makes it up the long road. He is going to get dropped. No revives coming in. This is a problem for ELYSIUM. We have seen this a few times, but Yera's big rifle comes out, does get a double kill, and they need to pick up this objective as quickly as possible. It's going to be Sebes to pick it up. He's going to just revert back towards underneath the bridge, and he has got quite a bit of support here. I don't think there's any access in position at the truck. And it is going to be in the back of the truck.
Stolen the truck.
Within 4 minutes. Really, really good play from ELYSIUM. I'm getting a bit of lag there. Guess you saw it. They're trying to make their way around the back of bank. They do realise they've lost the gold. I don't know. Push out seconds. Nice frag from Gizmo. And that frag actually made him, the player obviously tap out, and he was on the mine. So Seb has got a mine kill for free. I love it.
Affirmative.
And so we are going to have the truck get away. And like I said, it's going to set around a 5 to 6 minute time. And the edit team look lost, if I'm honest. But they have made it to the lower brackets semi-finals. I guess this is, as long as they qualified through to the playoffs, this is the minimum they could have done. 5 minutes 13. At least it's going to be quick, guys. At least it's going to be quick. Not too much of a problem. We will pick up the stats. Sorry, the round is going to start off. Outlaw's going to push towards side. He has got Insane ahead of him. Nades coming out from both of them. No connect on that. They're going to go for that heavy main push. Hayer's in position. Picks up 2. And they're still going to try and plow through main. Tony and Swanee has to finish double. Aren't going to be able to pick up frags. And a couple of the allied players have made it into this corner area. Rifle will come in from Yero any second now. Easy ping rifles around this area. And no revives are going to come in. Sebes with a double frag in return. And the Axis don't really have to defend for too long. Only a couple of minutes. That barrier build that you see going down is just to make it easy. Obviously, if they lose the tank really quickly, they've got the barrier built up already. Nice nade over the top from Tony. Is going to connect. Rifle towards that side corner. Nice to pick up someone quickly. And this would be the last game of Edit's event if they don't put themselves up. Doesn't look like they're going to be able to do it on this map. Killouts come in on side. They don't want to give away those deaths. Full spawns were potentially there as well. Look at this. We did see this in another game. Didn't think we'd see it in this sort of game. So we do have 4 allied players pushing towards side. Hey, playing the medic on main. He does dodge that mine. I think he got in the gib. That was a nice play from here. Maybe a little push coming towards this main area. Nades are going to rain on through. I've got 2-3 players outside main. Tony, player, and Swanee. Revives will come in. Swanee is going to make it into corner. He's taking shots. Rifle as well comes out from Tony. He does pick up 1. He will be revived by Swanee in that corner area. Push maybe going to start coming out back. Double frag comes out from Hayer, and he is playing. I like this position. I don't mean I like playing it, but I do like how this position works. You can tuck inside, outside, and then you can have a peek towards main, and you can hide behind the boxes as well. So just stay safe. So a little push coming up back for the Bex team, or should I say the edit team. That was a preemptive revive from Swanee. His teammate didn't want to die. He did die there. Swanee is going to be able to get a bit of damage onto 1. He is going to get Luger down. As ELYSIUM do look to hold on to the tank here, and they're not going to give it up. And they will secure a 2-0 lead in doing so. I don't think even if Edit were to get their hands on it at this point, they have much of a chance. Have to be completely rolled. So I think the time that we saw ELYSIUM get is probably one of the fastest times I've ever seen.
Get out of here, soldier.
Very, very fast. Sub 5 minutes definitely would have been one of the fastest. I think it was just over, right? It was just over 5 minutes. We'll check at the end. Yeah, sorry, I don't have the score on the overlay, just because I keep forgetting to update it. As you can tell, I am just a little tired. CP is going to get destroyed by Villa. I don't know why, but... And they are going to destroy the tank barrier. I'm not sure why. Again. Might as well get some objectives out of the way. They are going to go to the second map, which I believe is Radar. 1 minute, 15 seconds on the board. ELYSIUM didn't have to defend for too long here at the tank. Their attack was sublime. I think what? It was just over 5 minutes. They hit some really nice shots. They were very aggressive, full of momentum. Would have made Dr. Disrespect very proud. It's a shame the Axis weren't attacking. He likes the black on black suits. Wait, is he a Nazi? No, we're not going to go there. We're not going to go there. As we are going to have a couple of players pushing forwards for the edit team. They have made it into side, but they've got quite a few players just like looking at that last remaining player with Swanee. So that's going to be a little bit one-sided, I believe. Leo has been picking up a few frags here and there, double frags. Not going to give away that frag. Not a chance. So I think Radar might be a bit more even because ELYSIUM have struggled a little bit. Team kill comes out from Euro and that angle wasn't too great. But their Radar is not too amazing. Nice shooting there. I think that was Outlaw at the end. As we are going to pick up the stats, as you can see. Like that's how quick it was. I had both stats still on in my console. That's how quick it was. Yeah? Look at that. That's how quick that map is. It's insane. 5 minutes 13, and it was defended, so just barely 10 minutes. 20 frags coming out for Outlaw and Yera. 3.8k damage going the way of Outlaw. And the return, I think we had Mesk with 17. No, it was Tony. Tony was 17. And 2.8k damage coming out from him, just ahead of Player. So we are going to move on to Radar. Violence, speed, momentum. Raul! That guy, I swear, I don't get entertained like by that sort of entertainment very easily, but he is so good. He's so funny. I watch some of his highlight videos and I swear, I die. I die from laughing. Like, have you seen Junkie, the videos where he's got a motorbike as an overlay and he's pretending he's riding a motorbike? And every now and again he looks around the side of it and he smiles. Oh my god, I die every time he does that. Oh lordy. So we are going to have Radar kick off now. And it is going to be Team Edit on the attack. They could get full held here if they're not careful. They need to have a bit of a better time here on Gold Rush than they did on Radar. As the strikes are going to go off. A short strike and a long strike. They're gonna... And another strike. Lots of strikes. Strikes everywhere. They're not going to pick up any kills with these strikes though. The edit team have managed to bypass all the spam. And they will start trying to make their way towards one of the plants. It does look like they're going towards side. Only one player going towards that main area. So Leo is the SMG engineer. He will plant in this side area. Indeed, small plants, no problems. Yera is in position, but does get the nade off. We'll take down Leo. Yera's going to build up that CP. Opted to go for that nade before building CP, and we have seen so many times today where teams have lost CP without managing to build it up, without really setting up a defense. I think compared to days of old, I think back in the day, we'd rarely... Oh, and it's going to be Yera. That's going to be Yera getting the diffusers. He's very good at those side diffusers. Yeah, it definitely is. Like I said, back in the day, people didn't go for the CP too often. Maybe the teams that did were teams like, I don't know, Idle. They used to run with the Covey. But it's very commonplace now. Every team almost runs a covert ops on that first stage. So ELYSIUM still in the flag. Edit struggling. Nearly 2 minutes off the clock. One of the plants that did go down on side has already been defused, and they're getting crossfired in their own spawn by just a couple of players. Respawns will come in for the ELYSIUM team, and it does look like Edit are in full force. I don't think any Gibbs came in. As the push towards this side area is going to be pretty strong. 3 players strong at least. There's maybe going to get a plant down for Tony. No one in position. Maybe a bush hider. Is Yara in a bush? No. It's all good. It looks good. Tony creeping. Yara's actually going to get that shot off the top. Really, that was such a nice bit of luck on that that nade. It bounced off the rail, but it didn't hit anything. Yara does get that nade kill. It does look like he's going to want to risk this. Sonny has to get this frag. I did say this before. Yara is so good at these diffusers on side. So good. I remember he mucked for us in a 6on6 game once upon a time, a long time ago, and he just basically defended it by himself. The other team just didn't know what was going on. He was much better than the other team because our skill level wasn't that great. But it was pretty amazing how well he did. I always talk about that here on Radar because Yara consistently performs on that side area. Look how aggressive they're playing. Has gone down on that main area. They should be able to get the defuse down though. They need an engineer to spawn in here at the flag. Maybe they're going to have an engineer spawn back. They should have an engineer coming for this. It's going to be Sebes. So it's going to be a defuse here at main as well. And Edit are just getting locked into spawn. As another defuse comes in. This first stage defense. So it does appear that Tony tried to do a trick shot and nearly got him. Nearly. Coming down this main road. See player pushed past the grenades. Took a bit of damage. He replied with a bit of his own. I don't think he took any MP40 fire. He's going to push in for the flag. Gizmo's going to try and reclaim that. Nice headshot comes out from player. And they are going to be able to get their hands on that forward spawn. Took them 4.5 minutes nearly. They should get the plants down on main. And side. There are a couple of people waiting on the side. That potential suit is an issue. Don't know how long they're going to wait for.
Great shot.
Here comes the plant. Waiting for that charge.
Dynamite planted.
Sebes forgets about if doors are opening or if trucks are moving, things blow up instantly. I'm going to go for this defuse. It's actually going to come through the door. Rifle did come out, and if they pick up this frag on this other guy at Fake Insane, big rifle from Yara picks up 2 at main, and then he's going to shut down that push. That was a nice idea. It was a very sneaky play. They did the silent push of the door, and I don't think they reacted. None of the Axis team seemed to realise that they were going to be coming through, and I think they've still got side. They haven't even planted this yet again. Since, I mean, look at this defence. You don't normally have a defence like this on side. Very aggressive play. Artillery's going to go down as well. And this is a zero respect play. I like it. Trying to get as much as you can. Did they no, they didn't defuse. They put their hands on the flag automatically now. Gib is going to come in. Rifle from Tony isn't going to connect, but Yara's is going to be able to pick up 2 separate frags. One with a grenade, one with the rifle. Does wait till he sees some movement. He does manage to take down Leo. Is he going to be able to jump up? I don't think he's going to attempt it. He's going to try and play close. I think the Panzer, he tried to take the Panzer out in the bush or behind a tree. Sorry, Yara out. Behind the bush or behind a tree. Main push is going to start coming in. Rifle maybe down main road. Sebes. What a lamer. As he is prone in the back of the truck. Lets them pass him by. Did give the call to his team. Yeah, they are giving it the lol. Alright, got it done. And they are going to push over the top of his mine. As the main push, another main push comes in. They still haven't got this side plant down. This is a very different game. Double rifle comes in from Tony. Does manage to clear things out at CP. But unfortunately, that's just the plant going down. So you are going to have the Axis going to be able to get into position. Oh, I think they knew he was somewhere, and Heya was shooting bushes, and then he found him. So, they were looking around for him. I saw Heya just looking at all the bushes, shooting them. That was, yeah. Get it all in chat. Tony's standing on a landmine right now. RT's gonna go. I think that's a bit early. But the west plants are actually going to get picked up, and he is going to make it towards main. He has to shut down Outlaw. Support needs to come in. Respawners are coming in the allied team. They're going to overwhelm Outlaw here. The return really needs to come in from one of the allied, the Axis players. They are going to be able to pick up those west parts, making it towards main, getting pushed, getting boosted, and he is going to be able to get the objective in the back of the truck. I've got no idea how that happened. I'm almost falling asleep because the attacks from Edit are not really there, and then suddenly they pull that off. That was actually quite a nice play from the whoever picked up the objective. Instead of rushing Outlaw, he just waited so that Outlaw wouldn't be able to secure them. I think they've just blown sides. The push is going to start coming through. Do have ELYSIUM set up though. 3 minutes away from a full hold. And if we have a full hold, it is GG. It is over. Whether they will play out the attack or not. Maybe for practice at 1 AM in the morning. I don't know. Rifle's going to come in from Tony. Doesn't manage to connect. Another rifle in. He is going to be able to take down one. In Insane. Takes a bit of damage from Yera. He's going to get dropped from Gizmo. He was very low on HP. He has taken a full spawn though, out for 13 or 14 seconds. Here comes the push towards CP. Nice rifle comes out from Euro. A little dodge from Player and Villa. Split up very well. Could have been a two-man quite easily. Going to try and pick up. Outlaw picks up a frag. I always love to do that actually. When you see RSW, the people used to push with nades. If you see someone with a nade, just kill them. Because you never know, that could really help you out. Especially in ice halls, I remember doing that quite a lot.
They are only 2 minutes.
They may not insta-kill their teammates, but there's just a nade on the floor now. So Yera is in position here at CP. And this is indeed going to be a full hold. They've got quite a heavy setup here at the CP. It could push to remain for the objective, but Heya and Sebes are going to be picking up kills. Outlaw's going to come across to try and help out. And so there are four players outside CP. Actually, Heya was at CP getting the frags. Picks up 2 with the MP42 with the artillery. And as the push in towards CP is going to come, Heya continues this little spree. He did get revived in the middle of it. But it's going to be 6 frags. So here comes the allied team pushing through main. They're going to pick up a couple of frags on that side area. But it's going to be Outlaw pretty much by himself to hold things down. And it is indeed Outlaw to come out on top. 2 frags for him. 1 minute remains for the edit team here at the KBG LAN. Winner of this game, of course, goes on towards the lower bracket final to play Oxid, who came out on top of their game. And they managed to beat Face and Muscles 4-0. So they're going to do some heavy main pushes. It's probably the only real chance. Don't see any artilleries down. And maybe some long spawns for 3 players. Yera is actually pushing him from behind. They push through CP. And Villa has no idea that there are 3 players behind him. So that is going to be the end of the LAN event for Edit. Although, I mean, he could make it away. 10 seconds, he could have made it from fake, but he's getting shot at. Gizmo comes out on top of that one. Yeah, he looked like he was going to make it fairly far, but not far enough. That is going to be the end of that. A full hold. 36 frags coming out from Outlaw. 5.7k damage. He's been hitting the big kill numbers, the big damage numbers. Quite a lot of this. And I'm not sure if they're going to play this out or not. We did have a couple of disconnects, but I think that was reduced to the hunk mix. 14 frags coming out from Tony. But not much from the Ally team, if I'm honest. So here comes the attack from ELYSIUM. And they set a really fast time on Gold Rush. Nice frag off the start from Insane. He was very fast towards that side area. Double airstrike comes out from Villa though. The angle would have been very helpful after that death. More strike kills. Mesk and Player pick up frags. Player with the MP40. Push coming towards this side area. Sepes is going to dodge this artillery. It actually just finished. And Tony's just going to slide down into his death. Plant will go down on that side area. That main defense is actually going strong. As Insane on the Sten. Gonna try and hold it back. Headshot came out, but he is gonna get taken down by those mines. Push coming towards main. Maybe a defuse actually gonna come on side if they're not careful. I think the respawn was very bad for the Axis team. I think Tony actually got out near enough for a full spawn there. As they have got quite a lot of players on this main area. Not sure if they've got an NG. There's Yara. He's going to drop that rifle down. The rifle? I'm saying I'm lost. He's going to drop that plant down. As Tony the rifle tries to push out to stop it, but it's not going to happen. They are going to get their hands on a suit as well. So you will see a push through the door. And it will be an instant push on towards west. And if someone can do the jump, they'll be on west. Oh, they're all over it. They're all over it. The potential, they knew it was there. Nice work. Nice Sten work from Outlaw. Picks up 2 frags. He's going to move in on Villa as well. And Villa taking a lot of damage. Outlaw is just wrecking with the Sten right now. And he's going to pick up a bit more damage. They've got a couple of Covies. And they're going to pick up the parts. As Gizmo's going to re-pick them up. Respawn is actually going to come in. Mesk is going to push through the trenches. Going to come head to head with Gizmo. And he kind of turned his back on him. Gizmo has a little bit of freedom here to just push through main. I think they lost where he went, and he has managed to pass it to his teammates. How did that rifle not hit Outlaw? It did get blocked by the revived Gizmo. And it does look like it's going to be ELYSIUM to just continue the ownage. Push starts coming towards side now. Haven't got that plant down yet. It must have got defused. It must have got defused then. Seb has definitely got that plant down, right? I must have missed it.
Objective taken.
East part's taken now. And it is Gizmo to try and get towards Fake. He is going to come up against Mesk. Leo did get the shots in from the respawn on the main spawn. So they have managed to return it. Bit of pressure going to come on towards main. 2-3 players for ELYSIUM pushing through this main area. The side has been blown and a lot of the Axis players are probably going to turn their attention to this. And yeah, ELYSIUM are already in position. So they're planting CP. That's different. Don't normally see that too much. As Sebes trying to find another lane position. They can push forwards. Got a lot of freedom to just run around the back of East here. I think they might have heard him here. No, they've not heard him. He could just walk up and stab this guy. Oh, he could just pick up the objective and run. He's gonna get in the frag with the Thompson. As he gets away, he was tempted. He was tempted to get that stab in. So he makes it away towards CP. Double grenade though comes in from Leo, and the edit team might be making their way towards the truck. We won't know until very soon, because we are going to stick with Sebes. The run, he's got Euro ahead of him. Yeah, someone did try and push through to check the secure. Mesk is still here. So we're going to see the pause come in. I think that's
Prepare to fight.
that's a cheeky pause. All clear. It's all clear. There are mines in position, but it is all clear.
Fight. Prepare to fight.
So the push is going to come out towards the truck eventually.
Fight.
Here comes Sebes. He's going to get the objective in the back of the truck. Checking the scores. It's going to be Tony with 19 for his team. 46 for Outlaw though. 30 from Euro. We do see some really low numbers from a couple of players, but don't forget a couple of them seem to crash at half time for some reason still. They just don't check. I think it's just a hunt command because they're all on the same PC. I'm pretty sure it basically is exactly the same. So that is going to be the 4-0, and I'm trying, guys. I'm trying to survive here.